Hello there, and welcome. Today we're embarking on a rather special journey. We're going to drift gently through the skies above a remarkable city. This is Onitsha, a vibrant heart pulsing on the eastern bank of the great Niger River in Nigeria. From our vantage point, high above the hustle and bustle, a different perspective unfolds. The world below transforms into a living map, a place of intricate patterns and quiet grandeur. We will see how life, in all its wonderful complexity, plays out on this ancient land. So settle in, take a slow, deep breath, and let the gentle currents of the air be our guide on this 10-minute tour. Imagine yourself floating, weightless, suspended between the vast blue sky and the sprawling earth. The sounds of the city are distant now. Down below, Onitsha reveals itself not as a cacophony of noise, but as a mosaic of color and form. Rooftops of red, blue, and silver are nestled amongst canopies of deep green. Our journey begins, fittingly, with the river. The magnificent River Niger. Look at it. From this height, it is not just a body of water, it is a vast, shimmering ribbon of liquid silver. It snakes its way gracefully across the landscape. Its surface reflects the morning sun like a colossal, fractured mirror. It is the lifeblood of this region, the very reason for Onitsha's existence. For centuries, it has been a highway for trade, a source of sustenance, and a cradle of culture. Its sheer scale is humbling, a timeless, powerful presence that has shaped the land and the lives of the people who call its banks home. See how the city nestles into the curve of the river. It is almost as if Onitsha is being held in a gentle, protective embrace. The eastern bank, where we see the dense cluster of buildings, is a testament to human ingenuity. On the opposite bank, the land is greener, less developed. Now our eyes are drawn to a remarkable structure, a triumph of human engineering that spans the great river. This is the Niger Bridge. From our aerial perspective, it looks like a slender, elegant thread. It stitches the two banks of the river together, but it is so much more than just a bridge. It is a vital artery, a conduit for life, commerce, and connection. See the vehicles moving across it. They look like tiny, colorful beetles crawling purposefully from one side to the other. Each one carries people, goods, hopes, and stories. This bridge, completed in the 1960s, was a monumental achievement. It represents a promise of unity and progress. And as we watch, we can see a second, newer bridge under construction nearby, a sign of growth, of a city and a nation looking towards the future. The bridge stands as a powerful symbol of overcoming obstacles. The river is a formidable natural barrier. Yet, with ingenuity and collaboration, it was overcome. The steel trusses and concrete piers stand firm against the river's mighty current. They represent the human capacity to build, to connect, and to create pathways where none existed before. Let us now drift over the very heart of Onitsha's commercial life, the famous Onitsha main market. From our position in the sky, it is an extraordinary sight, a sprawling, complex organism of incredible density. It is one of the largest markets in all of West Africa. Look at the vast expanse of rooftops, a patchwork of corrugated iron of every shape and size, crammed together in a chaotic yet somehow orderly fashion. It is a city within a city, a place of immense energy and vitality. Even from this height, you can almost feel the hum of activity rising up to meet us. Look at the perimeter of the market. See the lorries and buses. They are constantly arriving and departing. They bring in fresh supplies and carry away purchased goods to towns and villages far and wide. The market is the economic engine of the city. It draws people from all over the country and indeed the continent. From our peaceful perch, the market appears as a single, unified entity, a living, breathing tapestry woven from countless individual threads. As we continue our gentle flight, our perspective shifts. Look there, the tall, elegant spire of a cathedral reaching for the sky, the gleaming dome of a central mosque. These are the city's spiritual anchors, places of worship that are central to the lives of many of Onitsha's residents. From above, they appear as islands of serenity amidst the urban sprawl. Their distinct architecture makes them easy to spot. They are points of reference, not just geographically, but also culturally and spiritually. Now let your eyes scan for different kinds of structures. See those rectangular buildings with large open fields beside them? Those are schools. The playgrounds look like patches of green or reddish-brown earth. During the week, these spaces would be alive with the energy of children. Education is highly valued here. These schools are the nurseries of the next generation, the places where doctors, engineers, artists, and leaders are made. These centers of faith and knowledge are pillars of the community. The cathedral, the mosque, the school, they are all part of the city's social fabric. Let us now drift away from the bustling center. We move towards the quieter residential areas. The character of the city changes before our eyes. The dense commercial core gives way to more spacious, tree-lined streets. The rooftops are more uniform here, organized in neat rows and clusters. This is where the people of Onitsha make their homes, where the rhythm of life slows down a little. It is a patchwork of neighborhoods, each with its own unique feel. Notice the abundance of green in these areas. Almost every compound seems to have a garden, a mango tree, a flowering hibiscus, or a patch of well-tended lawn. These are private sanctuaries, small pockets of nature that provide shade, beauty, and a sense of peace. Look closely at the layout of the compounds. Many are built with a central courtyard. This is a traditional architectural style that fosters a strong sense of community. It is a space for families to gather, for children to play safely, and for neighbors to socialize. Life spills out from the houses into these shared spaces. Now, let us turn our attention to the spaces in between, the pockets of green that thread their way through the urban environment. Onitsha is not a concrete jungle. It is a city that lives and breathes with nature. Look at the banks of the smaller streams and tributaries that feed into the Great Niger. They are lined with lush vegetation, green corridors that act as lungs for the city. They provide a habitat for birds and insects, and a touch of wildness amidst the structured world of streets and buildings. There are also larger green spaces, parks and recreational grounds. They appear as verdant clearings in the urban forest. These are important communal areas, places where people can escape the confines of their homes and workplaces, where they can connect with nature and with each other. Even the trees that line the streets play a vital role. From up here, they look like green stitching holding the city together. They provide much-needed shade from the tropical sun, help to cool the air, and add a gentle natural beauty to the urban scene. Look at the edges of the city. Here, we can see Onitsha in the process of becoming. It is a city that is constantly growing, evolving, and reinventing itself. From our sky-high perspective, we can see new construction sites. The skeletal frames of buildings reaching upwards, the reddish-brown earth cleared for new housing developments. These are the signs of a city that is alive and confident about its future, a place that is making room for more people, more businesses, and more dreams. This growth is a blend of the old and the new. We can see modern architectural designs rising alongside more traditional structures. It is a visual representation of the city's journey. It respects its past while eagerly embracing the future. The infrastructure is also evolving. We can trace the paths of newly paved roads, extending the city's reach into the surrounding countryside. From our vantage point, they look like fresh strokes of gray paint on the green and brown landscape. They show a city that is not standing still, but is actively shaping its own destiny. Our time in the sky is now drawing to a close. We begin our gentle descent, and the details of the city slowly come into sharper focus. The individual rooftops become distinct. The cars on the bridge regain their shape. The world below transitions from a beautiful abstract pattern back into a recognizable living city. But we will carry the memory of that higher perspective with us. The image of Onitsha as a cohesive whole, a complex and beautiful organism nestled by the great river Niger. The impression that remains is one of vitality, of a city that is humming with life, energy, and purpose. From the frenetic heartbeat of the market, to the quiet pulse of the residential streets, from the spiritual calm of its cathedrals and mosques, to the intellectual buzz of its schools. As we prepare to touch down, take one last look. See how the setting sun casts long shadows across the landscape. It bathes the city in a warm golden light. It is a magical time of day, a time of transition, when the work of the day gives way to the rest of the evening. It is a peaceful and beautiful sight, a perfect final image to hold in our minds. Our journey is over, but the experience remains. We have seen Onitsha from a unique and privileged viewpoint. We have witnessed its scale, its energy, and its surprising beauty. But for now, we leave with a sense of awe and a deep appreciation for this remarkable city on the banks of the Niger. A truly unforgettable flight.